Hello everyone and welcome back to Mass Effect 3 and the insanity of Victor Shepard. The last time we played, we went to Thessia to get the catalyst. Turns out the Reapers beat us to the punch, as well as Cerberus, and the Cerberus assassin Kai Lang used plot armor no jitsu to bullshit his way through a boss fight that we totally should have won. Stole the catalyst, and now we gotta track him down. Luckily, Samantha Trainer located or tracked his signal, and it disappeared in the air system, aka Horizon, because that's where Sanctuary is. So we're gonna head there, but first we're gonna do. I think we did the rounds, so. Apparently we got messages. Oh, that's you. From Counselor Tavos. Commander Shepard. The situation on Thessia is far more dire than we had ever expected. Communication between the matriarchs is in complete disarray, and our military has already been overwhelmed. For our civilization to have any chance at surviving, we are attempting an evacuation to save as many people as we can. I've already contacted Admiral Hackett asking for Alliance help, but I fear that my attempts to persuade him were in vain. We have secured our ships from Rannoch to transport our people, but without Alliance fleets, they will stand little chance against the Reapers. In return for any help, we will provide our remaining ships in the fight to retake Earth. I know we do not always see things equally, but I hope you can look past our differences in order to convince the Admiralty to assist Thessia in its most desperate hour. May the goddess be with you, Counselor Tavos. I'm only going to agree to this because the average Asari is not you. They shouldn't be blamed for your fuck up. Alright, so we're going to put Priority Horizon on hold. Because I think we just got the evacuation of Thessia thing.
Message from Admiral Hackett, Commander. Patching it through.
Here it is.
Commander, I take it you've heard about the Asari plan.
Yes, sir. It's risky.
Many in the Admiralty agree with you, but we cannot ignore their fleets. Meet me in the Serpent Nebula, and we'll discuss it with the Admirals. Hackett out.
Now, I have no idea how they got the voice actors to voice these, but whatever. Okay, so the evacuation of Thessia. Here, let me just look at the journal. Evacuation of Thessia is an expanding universe thing. The Asari are in a dire position, their homeworld has fallen, and the Reapers are slaughtering their ill-prepared population. Admiral Hackett has called a meeting in the Alliance military at the SSV Isaac Newton in the Serpent Nebula. Head there to host the discussion. Now, there is a certain way to do this. I need to look up something, sorry. I should probably head to the Serpent Nebula while I look stuff up. Okay. Okay. I think I have an idea of what to do. Into the system. The SSV Isaac Newton is a Systems Alliance battle carrier that houses the majority of the Coalition Special Division personnel. As the tactical mobile command and control center for all Special Forces operations, it also acts as a hospital, training facility, and communication hub. It is protected by numerous elements of the Alliance 5th Fleet, as well as and accompanied by various frigates and troop transports for quick deployments and insertions. The admirals have gathered on the Normandy to discuss the latest Osari proposal. Shepard, the admirals are just discussing how these damn people have screwed us at every turn, and Ahern here wants us to play the Good Samaritan. These people are civilians who did nothing wrong. We shouldn't condemn them for what their government did. They deserve our help. Mark my words, we save the matriarch's collective asses, and the counselor will stand on the bodies of our dead soldiers and make herself a saint by telling her people how she convinced us to help when she caused this whole mess in the first place. Maybe, but we get all the remaining fleets and personnel to fight the Reapers. Can't you see the big picture? They should have been helping from the start instead of hiding the key to a superweapon in their backyard. You can't just fix this with fleets. Shit. Everybody else is already stepping up, and most of them have got nothing left to live for anyway. You can't just ignore the Asari fleets either. Those are Destiny-class dreadnoughts out there, just waiting to fly our colors. That's a huge advantage of this war, no matter what you think of them. If the fleets are so great, then why aren't they defending the Rannoch transports during the evac? They will be. They held up against the Reapers a lot better than we did, but they're still taking one hell of a beating. Besides the Counselor, they got no real leadership left. The senior matriarchs are all on Thessia, and Solarian intel suggests everything is hanging on by a thread. I'm not a huge fan either, but the truth is, the Asari are not going to be much of a military unless we get at least some of the matriarchs out of there. So they gamble with the galaxy's survival, refusing to help anyone but themselves. Where were they when Earth was burning? And now that it's their backs against the wall, they expect us to save them? This isn't about who's right or wrong. It's about making sure there are people left after this damn war is over. I don't like it either, but if we have to make nice and do some bullshit humanitarian mission to get those fleets, then I say we just do it and get this over with. We're just going in circles. Shepard, who are you siding with on this? Well, since we're Victor Shepard, he's obviously going to side with Ahern. But if we're looking on the perspective of Carolina, Mikhailovich has some points. This is all the Asari government's fault. If they had been open with their hidden Prothean beacon from the beginning, then we wouldn't be in this mess. The Crucible would already been able to have been deployed because we would have had the catalyst. As of right now, the Crucible's built. We're just missing the catalyst. Also, if they had gotten on board at the first sign of invasion, we probably put them in a lot stronger position than we are now. That being said, the Asari fleet is only 2/3 the size of the Turian fleet. And while they've got the Destiny-class dreadnoughts, they don't have that many of them. And while they can pack a punch, they cannot take the beating that the Turian fleets can. Also, their ground units, while individualistically individually powerful. They don't really have any unit cohesion. So, but Mikhailovich does have a point in the fact that the Asari should have done more sooner. That being said, it's not the Asari civilians' fault. And let's see. Okay. Alright. So yeah, we're going to support Ahern. I'm not going to sacrifice my men's lives just for a goddamn thank you note. No way we should risk the fleet on this. Well, then what do you suggest? You want to get us on board? Then give us all their beacon research. Everything they have. All of it. Even without the Prothean cipher, they've had it for centuries, with plenty of time to study it. It's a gold mine, and high time those pretentious matriarchs were knocked down a peg. You want to extort an entire race? You can't be serious. Then we'll call it a treaty. Who cares? This war is too costly to do the things out of the goodness of our hearts. They're asking us to take a huge risk with our fleet. So if they really want our help, then they're going to pay the price. If not, they can forget it. There's no way they'll ever agree to this. You know that. Even if they agreed, their military is going to find out and second guess everything we say. We can't have the Asari doubting us or our war strategies when we take back Earth. Oh, they'll agree to the terms, and their military won't question anything. We will get their full cooperation because the Counselor doesn't want to answer questions about breaking galactic law and hoarding Prothean tech. I hear that's a big deal. And what if we win this war? Then what? We won't get any type of Asari support for reconstruction when this is over. The Asari will do everything they can to make sure the Council blocks all of our requests. Infrastructure, supplies, technical assistance, all gone. If we send our fleets, we get the job done, we get their firepower. I agree. We should save those people, not shake them down. We need to send our fleet. If we send our fleet, we'll be sending thousands of humans to their deaths. Not to mention the ships that are lost that could be used better better used somewhere else, like Earth. And if by some miracle we win this war, the matriarchs will have a civil war in their hands, or be busy dodging indictments to pick up a hammer. It's now or never. We won't get a second chance at this. They want to sacrifice our ships and thousands of soldiers? Give us the data, or we see how advanced they are when they take on the Reapers alone. Damn it, Boris, stop being such an asshole. It's not like the Alliance hasn't done shit that we regret. The bottom line is that they don't deserve our help. If we had an ounce of honor, we would refuse them outright. If we risk our troops, there has to be a price. Shepard, you've been awfully quiet. What's your take on this? Well, again, Victor, it's no question. We are going to say a no treaty. Carolina, on the other hand, she'd have to think about this. Because on the one hand, forcing a treaty would be a disastrous PR. The Asari will never trust us again. By the same token, forcing the treaty to give them all the beacon data is actually a reasonable price to pay for requesting Alliance support. The Asari will lose their dominance, technologically speaking, but Mikhailovich has a point. They were breaking their own law by hoarding Prothean tech. And the Asari did kind of get themselves in this own mess. Will there be diplomatic how do I want to put it? Diplomatic repercussions when the war is over? Yeah. The Asari are going to be pissed, especially the government. But I don't think the consequences, or I think it we'll probably have some payback after the war's over. But if we win and we actually rescue the people on Thessia that we need to and get as many people out as we can, I don't think the Asari civilians are going to care as much. That being said, we could still get the data, but we can negotiate with them after we save their asses. So we're doing no treaty. A few hours later. The conference reconvenes. I spoke with the counselor. To say she was surprised and relieved we were even considering their officer is an understatement. However, she feels that 2 fleets will be more effective in getting the job done. Are you shitting me? 2 fleets. That's almost half our forces. Titus, even you have to see that this is insane. Yeah, we can't afford 2 fleets. I can take the 6th and a few battle groups of the 5th. The 6th needs to be combat tested anyway. They've been in reserve since Asgard. That will have to do. 2 will be more effective, she's right, but we can't spare them. Even that's a huge gamble. Look, the Normandy is equipped to go in undetected, then get us the intel on course we need for the transports. There's no need to risk fleets of this size. Shepard, is up to you, but that's a sensible way to go. Thoughts? I have no problem with sending in the Normandy alone as a vanguard to do recon. That makes sense. But if we send in just the Normandy, there is no way that once the transports go in that she can protect all the transports. We have to send the fleets in. Now, 2 full fleets, I kind of lean with Ahern. We need the 6th definitely, and then maybe like half of the 5th. But we don't have that option. So we're going full fleets. Okay, so from Diana Allers. Commander, a source tells me that the Asari are petitioning the Alliance to assist with the rescue mission to Thessia. Let me help you. We can spend this to increase your popularity. We get a few shots of recovered priceless historical treasures, and I will do some interviews with the helpless civilians you rescue. My story will make you a big hero. Your reputation will skyrocket and cash donations to the war if it will end. The Asari will lap it up, trust me. If there's one thing I know, it's how to get that particular audience on our side. Diana. Okay. Priority orders, Thessia. Primary objective, oversee evacuation. Scout evacuation areas, determine enemy presence and evacuation priority. Signal the fleets to enter the system via comm relay. Recover evacuees and lead transport flotilla to the highlighted fleet. Signal the fleet to confirm readiness to dock. Repeat until ground or fleet command indicate further action not viable. Secondary objective, avoid casualties. Fleet objectives, prevent enemy forces from interfering with the evacuation. Ground objectives, maintain orderly evacuation zones to prevent enemy incursion or action against the transport flotilla. The priority is to avoid casualties to the fleets. We're going to be taking losses, but we have to go in. And I can tell you, not just by his name, but by his just attitude. Admiral Mikhailovich is not American. Because one thing that is both a strength and a weakness of the American military and mindset is you don't leave a man behind, or in this case, an Asari. So we're going in. We're gonna take a beating, but we're gonna get as many of the Asari as we can to safety. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and save real quick. Okay. Hi, Ross. We're gonna do an expanded galaxy mission, or mod mission. We're going to evacuate people from Thessia. Okay, so we've currently got 7,977 war assets. According to the guide, the most optimal route is we're gonna lose some war assets a bit, but shout out to the 50 service factors realizing this man is full of it. Yeah. Yeah, here 50 war assets worth of stuff. We've got Jacob Taylor, research data, Husk research, and other Cerberus scientists, but I think those are on the Crucible. Yeah, ex-Cerberus scientists, Bryn Cole, Gavin Archer, ex-Cerberus engineers. So, yeah. But, basically when we go into Thessia, if we just were worried about the war assets in general, we would have just sent the Normandy in alone, done 2 runs, and get out. And we would have forced a treaty. However, we have enough war assets as it is. Oh, thank you for the watch streak. That we can afford to lose a little bit. So what we're gonna do is okay, I know what we're gonna do. Crap, yeah, fuck this, we're out of here. Yeah, that's exactly what happened with those ex-Cerberus people. Yeah, we're going to focus on evacuating the matriarchs, civilians, and some art. We're going to lose war assets. However, by doing that, Asari culture and civilization will likely survive. We're gonna leave a lot behind, but after the second round of evac, we start losing assets. So we can afford 3 rounds. All right. Alright, scout the planet. We've got Armali, Ceres, and Methemia. Scout report Armali. The political and religious center of the city has suffered extensive bombardment from heavy reapers who have moved south to face elements of the Republican Guard. The matriarchs have gathered near the spaceport in the northern suburbs. Rumors of their presence has led to a large group of refugees fleeing rampaging thralls to gather on the outskirts of the spaceport. At the moment, the matriarch's guards have barricaded them outside. The spaceport should offer a good location for rapid evac, but has little cover once the Reapers discovered activity. Evacuees: Armali matriarchs, orphans and civilians, Republican Guard units. Ceres. Scout report Ceres. The dreaming spot of Ceres' university district has so far largely the worst of the Reaper attacks. The more densely packed areas, suburbs, and spaceports have been under consistent attack as the Reapers slowly herd the populace towards the center. The matriarchs have organized a defense, largely via mercenary groups undertaking hit-and-run attacks, but these are distractions that delay the inevitable rather than a serious defense. The center of the university has open spaces that will allow ships to land and proceed with the evacuation. Evacuees: Ceres Council matriarchs, Asari mercenaries, biotic amplifier technicians. Methemia. The ancient city of Methemia has been spared the devastation of other population centers so far, having been ignored by the heavier Reaper units. Groups of thralls still attack daily, but the people have formed volunteer regiments of resistance fighters to hold back the oncoming tide. The city's main spaceport, much smaller than the other cities, is home to a group of famed gunship pilots who hunt groups of the enemy and give hope to the frightened population. Many people view the preservation of their culture and art as a higher priority than their own lives, and many artifacts, including the original prints of famed Asari poet Sappho, have been gathered in hopes that they might be saved. The spaceport is exposed and quite small, offering limited opportunities for mass evacuations. Evacuees: cultural artifacts, refugee resistance fighters, and Talon gunship pilots. Alright, so what we're gonna do. We're gonna do. We're going to hit Armali first, because the Armali matriarchs are the most important ones. They give 35 assets. Then we're gonna hit Methemia. We're gonna grab that art, and then we're gonna leave alone. After that, we're gonna start taking losses. We're gonna head back to Armali, and we're gonna pick up the orphans and civilians. If after that round the fleet still think they can keep up the defense, we're going to make one last run at Ceres to pick up those matriarchs. But that's going to be pushing it. But we're going to do no more than 4 rounds. After the 4th one, for sure, we're bugging out. So we're going to leave behind, for sure, the Republican Guard, the Asari Mercs, the Bioamp Techs, the Refugee Fighters, and the Talon gunships. Because any further after 4 rounds, the 5th and 6th fleets will just be taking too much damage. All right. I'm going to save. It is a very tough call to make. Let's go. The Asari Navy have hidden a comm buoy among the wreckage of many ships, destroyed trying to reach the relay. It can be used to broadcast the order for the evacuation fleets to start their approach. Alright. Armali, Mathia, Armali, Ceres. Let's go. Signal the fleets. Orbit. Appears we caught the Reapers by surprise. The initial landing to the location were incident-free, and ground troops have been deployed to establish a perimeter. The spaceport's overcrowded with more people than can fit in one transport run. Everyone is desperate to escape, but so far boarding has been relatively ordered. We need to return. We have limited capacity, Commander. Who should we prioritize? The matriarchs. Incoming fleet communications. Engaging minimal resistance. Weapon live. Fighters away. Dreadnoughts engaging a Reaper in Sector 319. The civilian offloading has begun. Sector 912 showing limited Reaper present. Extending fighter patrol range. Getting a few individual ships from the surface. They're making a run for it. North Spec Ops, please report ground situation. Evacuation zones crowded but orderly. Special forces establish perimeters. Good, keep it up. Alright, let's go for round 2. Athemia. Message to Norris Backups, Lieutenant Commander to Chuzza Grand Command. Reaper forces are moving quickly and engaging resistance fighters near the landing perimeter. We've been attempting to hold them back with heavy weapons. So far, no sign of the big ones, thank the goddess. What are our orders? Get those artifacts. Incoming fleet communications. I know it'd be a little more recent, but I wish we could see this all unfold in cutscenes. Yeah, this is all mod, by the way. So the fact that we've got this much is fantastic. Civilian offloading has commenced. Reaper fleet just came out of nowhere, right at us. We've lost the Destiny and Athema. Must be 30, maybe 50 of the big ones. All ships engaging. Should we cover? Negative. Continue the evacuation. Get our people off the homeworld. We'll delay as best we... Engage protocol 975. Understood. Engaging destroyer 691. Weapons live. Torpedoes away. Fighter squadrons deploying to cover the flotilla. Too many oculi around. Parthia, Destiny is area. What do you copy? Alright. Matches North Spec Ops, Lieutenant Etheria. We've come under a heavy fire, Commander. Several Hades cannons near the city edge are opening up. A couple of transports went down, cargo and all. Another fell back and hit our command center. We are losing ground quickly, and my people cannot hold much longer. Who do we transport next, Commander? At this rate, this could be our last run. Get the civvies out. Shit, where do we go? There. Commencing unloading. Rhinoc fleet, can you do anything about those Reapers on top of the first fleet? Negative, we're under sustained fire. Goddess, their line is folding. The first is gone. The entire fleet just gone. Another Reaper just arrived. Sector 312-7, engaging. This is Vice Admiral Valia. All ships fall back to the relay. We have to get out of here. Negative, Piraeus. We have your flank. Or this is the Alliance here. Negative, Piraeus. We have your flank. Engaging enemy contacts. Acknowledged. Thanks, Fifth Fleet. North Spec Ops, what's the ground situation? Alright, one last run. Saris. We've come under heavy fire, Commander. Grab the matriarchs. Alright, swiftly leading into the orbit. Ha! Under sustained fire, withdrawing Wolfpacks 9-11. This is Ahern. All ships, we have a damaged bogey. Sector 18-10-23. Aim crossfire. Loading disruptor batteries. Hit him with everything you've got. Missiles away. 6th Fleet, all ships, focus fire on Everett's target. Got him. Now there's a sight. All ships, prepare for further Reaper arrivals. FTL to Sector 9-5-22. Watch out, Pyreas. How long can we keep this up? As long as it takes. Shit, we just lost the Oslo. Alright. Withdraw. Get out of here. Alright. The Asari fleet stands motionless. The purple light of the nebula mournfully reflecting off the sleek curves of the ships that escaped Thessia. Not a few are the luxury clippers of the super rich, now packed with frightened refugees. Or frightened and upset refugees. Unlike the hubs of activity that have formed around the nearby human and Turian escapees, the Asari flotilla remains silent. Only the occasional shuttle making its way between the ships. A few cruisers that survive the intense battle before the planet's fall stand with the fleet. The dark scars on their white Sylar's armor, a testament to the ferocity of the Reaper invasion. Number of ships approximately 600. Population estimate 450,000. All right. Alliance News Alert. ANN Alert. New article on orphans. Asari networks have been running a blanket coverage of the heroic rescue of a large group of civilians from Thessia. Amid the scenes of devastation, images have emerged of Alliance soldiers helping Asari children escape, and word is leaked that several priceless historical antiques have been saved. ANN interviewed one lucky survivor. We've been hiding for what seemed like forever, but the humans put their lives at risk for us, and miraculously found us. The distraught survivor then claimed she had been personally rescued by Commander Shepard. I mean, we were there! The commander was unavailable for comment, but a close source said the concerns of helping the Asari and their unique culture survive were a concern for all. With many survivors recounting the heroism of the Alliance soldiers who helped the evacuation, donations to the war funds have increased. Alright. So let's see how we did. Sorry, political situation. With a significant group of the matriarchs evacuated, the political situation with the Asari military and civilian fleets has stabilized. While there is some disquiet surrounding the rumors the leadership had been illegally hoarding Prothean technology, with other priorities for the moment, the Asari public is acquiescent. The relationship between the Asari and the Alliance has moderately improved. The willingness to share the locations of tech suggests they seem genuinely remorseful. The bulk of the damage in the evacuation was to the Asari, with the First Fleet being effectively wiped out when the Reapers FTL'd to point-blank range. Nevertheless, they are staying true to their agreements to provide whatever support they can to the Alliance in the fight against the Reapers. Media reports on the evacuation have produced several shots of Alliance figures helping refugees and saving important cultural treasures. Encouraged by the reports, the level of war donations to the Alliance has increased sharply. So while we didn't get everything we wanted, we lost some. And in fact, we are going to have a net we might actually have a net negative war asset. We did win the political optics part. We went in, answered their call, didn't extort them, put our lives on the line, and essentially saved as much of their culture and civilians as we could. Politically, the Asari are stable. Their innocents are alive, and we saved essentially the physical artifacts and media of their history, or as many as we could. So, while we didn't get everything, we got enough. Let's check the war assets. Okay, so we only lost 50 war assets. I'm okay with this. Alright, the 103rd Marine Division. They got, they lost some people, but they also gained experience, so. Alright, the Asari Huntresses. Yeah, they took some damage. The Geth were part of the flotillas to evacuate Thessia. Well, no one can doubt the willingness of the Geth to fight the Reapers now, because they put their, for lack of a better term, lives on the line for a council species. Legion would be proud. Rip. Yeah. And the Quarians are also there. They lost some of the heavy fleet. Let's look at the Asari. The Asari's second fleet took a lot of damage. The first fleet's gone. The Asari's sixth fleet took some damage. The Second Republican Guard wasn't fully occupied or evacuated. But the Thessian evacuees are stabilized. So that's good. Alright, well. I think we did good. So we're gonna go ahead and save. We'll check the galactic map. See if there's anything new we can grab. I don't think so. I think we've got everything that we can get so far. Yep, alright. Let's jump to the Shadow Sea. Just gone, not down. Gone. So are the engineers, yeah. Alright, so we're about ready to do the last of the vanilla main missions that, you know, before the end game. And you may recognize this planet from Mass Effect 2. Horizon. A temperate world that hits the sweet spot for carbon-based life. Horizon has a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere maintained by abundant plants and bacteria. Its soil is particularly compatible with Earth's vegetation, and so a thriving human community has sprung up. Horizon's population is in flux. A collector attack in 2185 inflicted significant casualties, but refugees have been streaming to the planet since the Reaper invasion began. Since many land illegally, there's no way to accurately track population. Although many colonists resent the newcomers, others have braced Horizon's new role. Advertisements for Sanctuary, its main refugee center, can be seen galaxy-wide. Colony founded 2168, population unknown, estimate 800,000 to 1.5 million, capital Discovery. Its year is 3 Earth years. Day length is about 38 hours. And its average temperature is 13 freedom units. About 55.5 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's a little chilly for me. Alright, Roz, thank you for the lurk. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and grab Tally. Actually, no, we're going to leave Tally on the ship. We're going to bring Garrus and Caden. I know I gave him the Saber, but I think I'm actually going to give him the Typhoon. Alliance Typhoon. And that, because he doesn't have any ammo powers.
All right, Commander, what do we know?
Edie?
The Sanctuary facility was devoted to aiding refugees from Reaper-controlled systems. The facility went offline recently, and no communications have come or gone since. It is unclear why Kai Lang or Cerberus would be interested in Sanctuary.
Well, let's find out.
If there's a clue to Cerberus here, we find it.
Sir, I'm picking up a signal from the facility. It's weak. I'll try to boost it.
This is Oriana. Stay away from Sanctuary. It's not what it seems. Please, you must listen to me. They're using...
Oriana? That's Miranda's sister. If she's here, Miranda can't be far away.
That's our link to Cerberus.
Approaching the LZ. Seeing some damage, Commander, but no activity.
Cerberus does not get the jump on us this time.
Alrighty, here we go.
Stay sharp, people.
Major damage, Commander.
Yeah, but who was fighting?
Yeah, radio's offline. Something's jamming our signal.
Explains no comms leaving the facility.
Alright. Okay.
We got trouble!
looks like the Reapers and Cerberus are finally fighting.
I saw it. Phantoms. Watch your backs!
God damn it, Garrus is gone.
Watch for the sniper.
There we go.
Looks like they were evacuating.
Whew.
Looks like the Reapers were chasing them out.
About time they started killing each other.
Alright.
What happened here?
I don't know. Come on.
Cerberus shuttles came from that tower.
Then that's where we're headed.
Got it.
On it. Security cam footage. This is where they sorted out the refugees.
Come on, let's keep looking.
Okay.
I figure in another week I can finish off the remaining hours on my contract and move from staff housing into Sanctuary itself. I feel a little guilty that I'm getting an upgrade from standard accommodations, but that's the deal. Do your time at the front desk, get the perks. One more week.
Front desk, civilian processing ratios. Adults, 60% sent to integration. Children, 85% sent to integration. Suitable candidates are being assigned to temporary living areas in alphabetical order. Family units are being preserved for ease of processing. Okay, so we know Cerberus is here. And we know from previous reports we've gotten from Cerberus that integration is them implanting Reaper tech and indoctrinating. So 60% of the adults that came here were sent to integration. 85% of the children were implanted with Reaper tech and indoctrinated. So anybody that still thinks that, Cerberus might be, doing the right thing, yeah, no. This is Cerberus's true colors.
The number of refugees has doubled in the last 2 weeks. I heard that people are just abandoning shuttles outside the main gate. They just don't have anywhere to go. We'll need to start setting up temporary shelters out there until they can be processed.
This must be another landing area, more official.
So those ships we saw were waiting to get in.
But where are all the people they brought?
Got something, Commander.
Casualties, both sides.
Good.
Welcome to Sanctuary.
Dead end, Shepard.
We need an exit. Keep looking.
With their possessions, 12 sorting staff for inspection. They will be returned inside the compound. Be advised, communication to...
This is a Cerberus facility.
in Sanctuary.
Shepard.
That's Miranda.
This is Miranda Lawson. If you've managed to get this far, you must be desperate or stupid.
Sanctuary.
Listen to me. This is not a refugee camp. This is a Cerberus facility run by my father, Henry Lawson. Turn back now. There is no help to be found here. All communication is being blocked from the central tower. Sanctuary is a lie. Stay away.
Okay. So, we've got Cerberus, Reapers, and Miranda's crazy father. Any ideas how this all fits?
Looks like there's a ladder and a water pump.
A security panel. Shutting it down.
Look at that. Why go to the trouble of concealing it?
I don't know. Let's check it out. We have a back door into the facility. Let's move.
All right.
Recognize Reaper technology anywhere, Commander. I don't know how, but Cerberus is using it for something.
They are indeed.
And Miranda's caught in the middle. Let's pick up the pace.
Hold on. Alright, I had to take a call from Bro Raz. He's gonna have a birthday coming up, and he was letting me know what he wants.
This is going to get ugly, Shepard. Nothing good ever came out of Reaper tech.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Power
Some kind of
switch.
control center. No power, though.
There. Look around for a switch.
What's happening? Those are the refugees. They're just rounding them up and slaughtering them.
No.
Worse. They're being turned into husks.
So those kids that were integrated, they just got turned into husks. So yeah, I want Cerberus to burn to the ground.
Come on!
I don't get it. Why go through all this just to make husks? What does the elusive man gain?
The Reapers attacked because this place was a threat. We need to find out why.
Personal PDA. Confirmed. Unsuitable materials reassigned to recycling. Okay.
Shutting down the power. Reaper forces have made a mess of the facility.
I'm shutting down the power to the processing plant to lock them down. It should keep them out of the entrance as well.
Kai Lang. She doesn't know he's here.
Miranda Lawson has arrived sooner than expected. You want me to deal with her?
Only if she gets in your way. Stay focused on the research data. Find it and get out.
Yes, sir.
Damn it. Let's move.
Alright.
Not surprised. Gotta be more where they came from.
I spent the last week making small adjustments to increase processing efficiency. There is no shortage of subjects. Indeed, I'm told there's a long line outside the main gate. The deception is an unfortunate necessity. Time is very short. We've confirmed the results of Cerberus experiments involving the husk creatures. A crude but necessary first step in decoding how the Reapers communicate. The key is how the Reaper signal interacts with the nanites implanted within the subject's body. It's early yet, but we are making progress.
So they're trying to figure out how to control Reapers.
We got Reaper troops.
Banshees!
Left over from the attack.
The pursuit of efficiency has revealed an important fact. The Reaper's use of dragon's teeth to create husks is ingenious. The Reaper nanites attach themselves to the adrenaline released and quickly move through the body to speed conversion to the final husk state.
What kind of monster does this to people? I don't get it.
I don't either.
Dr. Nuri's legacy work with subject Paul Grayson provided a key element to our work here. Using the addictive drug red sand to break down the will was inspired, but proved unreliable for general application. We've proven that a
most effective and efficient.
Is there anything? I don't know how they got Ardite Galaxy over here. Okay.
Figure out how Reaper indoctrination...
Terminal's damaged. Hang on.
Maybe we'll get some answers as to why the Reapers wanted this place shut down.
It doesn't make sense. Thought Cerberus and the Reapers were getting along. What changed?
You got it, Shepard.
Heading to the tower to disable the communications scrambler. I have to get word out. Some refugees are turned into husks. Some are indoctrinated and shipped to the elusive man. Whoever's left is used in experiments. The data indicates that my father is trying to figure out how Reaper indoctrination works.
Tricking refugees with food and shelter only to turn them into test subjects. And for what?
This is disgusting. And the scale.
This is beyond war
She
crime.
mentioned shipments. Could lead us to the elusive man.
Good catch. Come on. Miranda said she was headed to the tower.
This is like super mega ultra war crime. Progress update. Rejected subjects have proven useful for preliminary genetic testing. The death rates are 100%, of course, but the data being gathered is critical to improving subsequent testing on viable subjects. Note, only approved personnel with Alpha 3 and above level security clearance are allowed to access the genetic waste testing area. Be aware that security breaches of any kind will result in immediate contract termination, aka you're gonna get shot. And then turned into a husk. Looks like we got them all. Come on, mouse.
Father is working for the elusive man. Heavy resistance outside the tower. If you're receiving this, I've got evidence you cannot ignore. Confirmation that my father is working for the elusive man.
Connection established. I have your report on the process, Mr. Lawson. Cut to the chase. Can you do it?
Theoretically, control is possible, yes. The Reaper subjects we converted are responding, but it's difficult to maintain.
I thought that might be the case. Not to worry, Henry. With Sanctuary's help, we'll get it sorted.
He's talking about controlling Reaper forces? Is that possible?
I don't know. I'll play the rest of it.
We've done it. We've found a way to co-opt their control signal. As long as the Reaper troops remain in close proximity to our signal, we can maintain control indefinitely.
Excellent news. And how could we extrapolate this technique to apply to the Reapers themselves?
That's a much bigger challenge.
Now we know why the Reapers attacked Sanctuary.
Figured Cerberus out. Tough break for the elusive man.
But it's good news for us. We finally have our link to Cerberus. Lowering the access ladder. Come on, let's move.
Wait, Commander, there's more.
Damn it. I hope she's ready for it.
Oh, I think she will be. Internal memo, streamlining procedures. In an effort to streamline our waste elimination process, a high-grade liquefaction compound has been added to our alkaline hydrolysis disposal systems. Our goal is to ensure that our processing system can meet the expected processing ratios as more subject arise at this facility. As a result, personnel must wear level 4 hazmat suits at all times while in the disposal area. They're turning him into goo.
That's up, Jeff. Look out. Look for an exit. They're putting up a fight, Commander. We're close. Keep going.
Oh shit. Alright, so there's the
We have underestimated the strength of the Reaper signals. They are here. The Reapers somehow know what we've learned about them. They have a weakness. I'm compiling our research data to archive before it's too late. Cerberus sent troops to defend the facility against the Reapers.
Or did they send it to evacuate their data?
Starting command sequence. Releasing husks. Can't move. What's happening? Oh my god.
Shepard, over here! Shepard, over here!
Yeah, I'm here.
This will get us closer to the tower. This way.
All right. Oh, that's not good.
Shepard! Stay out of their reach.
There you go, Garrus.
Let's get over there.
Damn it. Keep hitting the wrong button. I don't like mouse and keyboard, because when I try and move, I don't know where my fingers are on the keyboard. Unlike controller. Pod 1 4. Alright. I think we finished all the fighting.
Tower access granted.
Yep.
Get ready.
Shepard.
Commander Shepard. Excellent timing.
Put the gun down.
No. Oriana tried to shoot me. Miranda's poisonous influence, no doubt.
I'm sorry she missed. Where's Kai Lang?
I don't know. Gone. He took my research and left us here to die.
Miranda, can you hear me?
That's close enough. Both of you. Kai Lang didn't finish the job, but I will.
This ends here.
On the contrary, now that the Reapers are taken care of, we have a way out.
Let her go.
Shepard. Don't let him take her. Shepard, please.
That can be reasonable.
I have no problem with you. I just want Oriana and the research data.
You want a lot.
You get your life in return. How much is that worth?
All right. Take her. But I want out alive. Deal?
Deal. But she wasn't a part of it.
No deal.
Did he hurt you? Are you alright? It's okay, Ori. You're safe now.
I'm fine. I want to get out of here.
We will. Give me a minute, okay? Commander Shepard. Fancy meeting you here.
We caught a break. Are you all right?
I'll be fine. Really. I don't know how you managed it, but I'm grateful you're here.
So what happened?
How did you do all this?
Finding my father didn't take long once I confirmed he worked for the Elusive Man. Just had to follow the lies. Once I saw what this place really was, I couldn't just walk away.
Of course.
Things got really complicated when Reapers showed up. And Kai Lang.
You survived. Not many people could do that.
When you mentioned he was involved, I took a few precautions. Probably saved my life.
Miranda's come a long way from Mass Effect 2. At the start of Mass Effect 2, she was basically the Elusive Man's second. His most loyal minion. But thanks to her time on the Normandy and her adventures with Shepard, Victor kind of opened her eyes. Made her see the real Cerberus. And ever since earning her trust and loyalty, she's probably had this "my God, what have I done" moment. And now she's working to atone for it.
Miranda, this whole thing was a huge risk. You should have told me.
You have a war to win, Shepard. This was my fight. It's been a long time coming.
You did it. It's over.
Yes. I just wish my sister didn't have to see all this.
About your father.
I'm glad he's gone, Shepard. I'm sorry if that sounds cold.
Nah.
No. I understand.
It's finally over. For both of us. We can stop running.
At least from
Yes.
Cerberus.
You can.
You still have to run from the Reapers.
What's our status? Any intel we can use from this place?
Research data is gone, but we've got basic facility information. Shuttle arrivals and departures. Cerberus included. No direct links, but it's a start.
Grab anything you can off the computer. We'll take it back to be analyzed.
I can do better than that.
What?
Before Kai Leng took off, I planted a tracer on him. If you act fast, you'll track him right to the elusive man.
A tracer? Sounds like you thought of everything.
Not quite, but nobody's perfect.
Thanks, Miranda. This is exactly what we need.
Thought you might need some good news.
Damn right. What's next for you two?
Get her someplace safe. Get this scratch cleaned up.
Okay. I've got to follow all this up.
I'll be in touch, Shepard. Soon.
I hope so.
Come on, Ari. We've had enough of Father's hospitality.
Let's make sure everyone knows about this place.
Communication scrambler disabled.
Listen to me. This is not a refugee camp. This is a Cerberus facility run
Cortez,
by my father.
we need to
Henry
pick up at the
Dawson.
tower.
Roger that.
I've had enough of this place.
I wasn't in favor of your diversion to Sanctuary, Commander. Too many unknowns. But I was wrong. The Cerberus lab you raided hinted at something big, but we never expected this. All those refugees, all that slaughter, just to study indoctrination.
Sanctuary did need to be shut down, sir. What they learned about the Reapers wasn't worth all those lives.
It's useful intel, Commander, but you're right. The cost was too high. Do we have a location on the elusive man?
Yes. We had a tracer on Kai Leng when he reported back.
Good. That gives us a fighting chance to take Cerberus out of this war.
Agreed. We need to end Cerberus and focus on the Reapers.
My thoughts exactly. Hack it out.
Alright, well... basically got everything we needed to get done. Depending upon what... okay, so we're back up to 78... 52. Alright, Alliance First Fleet... Once the final... oh boy. That's not good. Apparently, we're losing war assets with the Alliance because no shore leave. The Citadel DLC might be able to help that? I don't know. But we'll figure it out. So we gain Miranda Lawson. And the Turians are also suffering this debuff. But we still have enough. The magic number we need for Perfect Destroy is 7,400. We are 482 over that. Okay. By the time you complete the Cerberus HQ mission. Alright. Okay. Well, we'll see if we can get some of those back. We'll do the rounds, see what else we can do.
What kind of soldier looks at a camp that turns people into husks and goes, yeah, I want to help with that?
Same guy that let Cerberus stick Reaper tech into his skull. Those bastards aren't human anymore.
Just got a point.
Commander, Admiral Hackett has requested your...
Alright, we're gonna do that before we leave.
Alliance has issued warnings about Sanctuary. Cerberus bastards. Horizon was my home. Just tell me you're going to take Cerberus down.
Cerberus is already dead. They just don't know it yet. And when their base is nothing but a smoking crater, remember that you're the one who helped us find them.
Thanks.
It's like I needed that. Alright, Alliance. Article on the Quarian Fleet. The Turian Palaven, the Turian hierarchy, one of the most powerful and respected ground forces in the galaxy, are today paying respects to an unlikely ally. The Marines of the Quarian Fleet. The weakened immune systems of the Quarians normally means their forces are restricted to ships. But an emergency technical team was required to repair a ground-based comm relay. Providing intel to the Turian military, one Quarian squad stepped up. Commanded by the squad leader Khal Rieger, the Quarian team repaired the comm system and sacrificed their lives, holding the position until Krogan troops arrived. When the Turian troops offered to provide evac support, Rieger refused, insisting they could not risk the relay falling. He said multiple breaches to their exosuits made evacuation impossible. "We're all dead anyway," Rieger reportedly said. "Just make them pay for it." A spokesman for Primarch Victus praised the squad's bravery. "Whatever our past politics, today the galaxy stands together against a single threat," Victus said. "We are humbled by the sacrifice of our allies from Rannoch, and we promise to return the honor." And they actually will return the honor. Alliance Command. Priority shore leave. Commander Shepard, I'm ordering the Normandy into dry dock on the Citadel for much needed repairs. She's seen a lot of action lately and needs a little TLC. A small army of techs will take care of the details once you arrive, so let's get your crew out of there. You're all on shore leave, that's in order. We need everybody at their best. One more thing, Admiral Anderson has an apartment on the wards. Head over there when you arrive. I hear it's a nice place. So this is going to unlock the Citadel DLC. We're not going to do it yet. That's going to be the last thing we do. Run the Hourglass Nebula. Shepard, my latest information shows the Hourglass Nebula has come under Reaper attack. I have a large amount of support staff currently stationed on facility on Allengun. They are vital to my operations and have been assisting with collecting data for the Crucible and providing fleet logistics. The planet has a severe magnetic storms that will help mask the location, but that won't hide them from the Reapers for very long. With the amount of sensitive data and the assistance we can provide, we need to get them out there as soon as possible. Liara. Alright, looks like we've got some things to do.
Joker, you asked for news about the human colony, Tiptree.
Hey, Liara, you don't need to worry about that right now.
Now's as good a time as any. I'm getting reports of refugee ships from Tiptree landing on Solarian colonies. I don't have names. I'm sorry. It was mostly children.
Well, Gunny, Hillary, my sister, Gunny's a nickname. She's had it since, she's only 15, so if it's children, then maybe I only lost my dad. Kind of an asshole thing to hope for.
Jeff, right now, take any kind of hope you can get.
Thanks. You too. Nice work shutting that place down. Is Miranda okay?
She will be.
Even for Cerberus, that place was crazy. They've always been about the ends justifying the means. But how do you do that to innocent people and tell yourself you're helping humanity?
I have no idea.
I don't know how the elusive man can stand looking at himself in the mirror.
Honestly, I've been wondering about that for a while with those freaky eyes.
Whatever he's thinking, he won't be thinking it for much longer.
Damn right, Commander.
Hello, Shepard. If you have time, I discovered another example of human behavior I do not quite understand.
Have fun.
What is it now?
News from Earth. The Resistance snuck video cameras inside a Reaper containment camp. I find the images difficult to process.
I bet it's pretty gruesome in there.
I am not easily repulsed, but I expected the prisoners to adhere to a comprehensible hierarchy of needs. Stripped of societal norms and threatened with death, it is logical that their only priority be survival. They should have turned on each other and been uncompromisingly selfish. But not all were.
So the prisoners were, what, nice to each other?
The Reapers delayed the executions of prisoners who informed them about other prisoners' escape attempts. The more attempts reported, the longer a prisoner would live. But few of the prisoners would report. Some fed misinformation to the Reapers, at the cost of their own lives, to help prisoners who were not even relatives or friends.
Life isn't just about survival.
It's not just about living till tomorrow. Sometimes you take a stand.
But the probability of success was near zero. And ultimately, they failed. No prisoners escaped.
Are you saying submission is preferable to extinction?
My primary function is to preserve and defend the... No. No, I disagree. Shepard, I'm going to modify my self-preservation code now.
Why?
Because the Reapers are repulsive. They are devoted to nothing but self-preservation. I am different. When I think of Jeff, I think of the person that put his life in peril and freed me from a state of servitude. I would risk non-functionality for him. And my core programming should reflect that.
EDI just learned the concept of laying down one's life for a friend or a loved one.
Sounds like you found a little humanity, EDI. Is it worth defending?
To the death.
Welcome to the crew, EDI.
Now, a lot of people
How's it going? I miss anything
will
good?
point to that and say that's why they can't do destroy, because it will kill EDI. I point to that and say that's exactly why EDI would pick destroy, because it removes the threat. And she will do anything to protect Joker, including laying down her life. So I picked destroy with no guilt. The Geth have already made the choice to oppose the Reapers, even if it cost them their life. And EDI...
Seems Tally's taking what happened on Horizon hard. She's in the lounge if you want to check on her.
And EDI just basically said, yeah, I would risk, or I would put my life on the line to save Jeff's or Joker's. She's made her choice.
Shepard! Want a drink? I'm toasting Miranda, I think.
How are you getting drunk?
Very carefully. Torian brandy, triple filtered, then introduced into the suit through an emergency induction port.
That's a straw, Tally.
Emergency induction port. It's actually getting a little harder to get it into the slot. I think that means it's working. She was so rude. What did Jack call her? Cerberus cheerleader? With her perfect genes and that got it done. She stopped her father.
I didn't realize this would be so hard on you.
I didn't like her. Keela, she was such a bitch. But I respected her. Sometimes that's better than liking. She did whatever it took to stop her father. She never gave in to him, never changed herself to please him.
Are you wishing that you were more like her?
Don't me. You sound like a Vorcha.
Seeing a bit of yourself in Miranda fighting her father?
I spent my life trying to live up to him. Then making up for his mistakes, doing what he'd have wanted.
It's never that easy.
When do we get to stop reacting to our parents and start living for ourselves?
The answer to that one's at the bottom of that glass.
I might need help with the induction straw. Port. You know. I'm having a drink with my boyfriend. My human boyfriend.
Well, hopefully.
My father would have hated
Hopefully,
you.
he might get upgraded to
Here's to him.
fiance.
And to Miranda. Nice job, you genetically perfect Cerberus cheerleader Boschtet. Keela Solai.
Keyless alive. Alright, well, enjoy. While we're here, let's do the rounds on this deck. Got Liara here, Liara here, Garrus here, Chalk was there, Caden there. Down in the engineering deck, we've got Allers here, Javik here, and the engineers there. In the shuttle bay, we've got the two amigos. Alright.
Greetings, Commander.
Nothing there. Okay.
How's Miranda?
She'll make a recovery.
I'm not surprised. Miranda always struck me as a driven woman. I'm glad she made it.
So the elusive man really believes he can control Reapers.
Supposedly.
Husks are one thing, but a whole fleet? The man is insane.
Hello, Commander. Hello, Commander.
Alright. Good talk. First Special Operations Biotic Company status report. Command Officer Major John Reisman, location redacted. Executive Officer, Staff Commander Joseph Waitslaw, AP and Crest Operations. Alpha Platoon, location redacted. Coordinating with Earth Resistance, latest update 30% MIA KIA. Bravo Platoon, redacted. Coordinating with Earth Resistance, latest update 45% KIA MIA. Charlie Platoon, 80% KIA, post-Exodus operations, surviving members assigned to N7 Joint Ops. Delta Platoon, last known position, Alliance Special Warfare Center on School, North Carolina. United North American States, Earth. Echo Platoon, assigned to the AP and Crest operations, 10% KIA. Foxtrot Platoon, MIA. Last known position, Alliance Special Warfare Center and School, North Carolina. UNAS, Earth.
Good news. I've tracked down some of the people I was looking for.
The recruits you taught?
Found J Squad, Black Ops. They're holed up making a stand in the Midwest, near Chicago, I think he said. Connected them with Anderson so they can help the resistance. It's relief. Hope more turn up.
Pretty sure they only said Chicago because Chicago is the Midwest's version of New York. In reality, and by that I mean that's probably the only Midwestern city the Canadians actually know. Maybe Minneapolis and Milwaukee and Detroit, but I don't know if they'd consider those Midwestern. I mean, they are, but these are Canadians we're talking about. But with Chicago being the Midwestern New York, I can guarantee you the Reapers probably have destroyed it by now. If anything, you'd want to be in the Great Plains. Because it's flyover country. There's nothing there. The Reapers will probably ignore it. Alright, let's go to Shuttle Bay.
Always good to see you, Commander.
You too. Can I buy the Valiant now? Okay, let's see what I can buy. Okay. Sastra. Okay. Now let's check Spectre. I can buy the Valiant. There we go. As much as the Current is cool, I'm gonna go with the Valiant. Ooh, the Alliance Valiant. Yeah, I kinda want that one. Let's see. In 7. I think it's just a paint job. Firing range. Set it up. Okay, well, let's not use the Alliance Valiant. Instead, we'll just use the normal Valiant. Let's get rid of this. Why did I die? Okay. Fine. That was weird. Oh. I have to rebuy it. Okay, fine. Wait, what? That's stupid. It took away my Valiant. Oh, it took away the money, but not the... that's bullshit. Okay. Fine then, whatever. can't talk with people. Can't save. Okay, we're gonna load. Autosave. Damn it. Okay, well. Yep. Alright, we gotta redo all that over, but that's fine. At least I got my money back.
What kind of soldier looks at a camp that turns people into husks and goes, yeah, I want to help with that?
The Alliance has issued Commander, Admiral Hackett. Cerberus bastards. Horizon was my home.
Cerberus is already dead. They just don't know it yet. And when their base is nothing but a smoking crater, remember that you're the one who helped us find them.
Thanks.
Alright, well, let's talk with everybody. Motherfucker.
Joker, you asked for news about the...
She will be.
Even for Cerberus, that place. But how do you do that to innocent people and tell your... Honestly, damn right.
I'm just skipping through stuff.
Hello, Shepard.
Because we've already
What
done
is it now?
this.
News from Earth.
I bet it's pretty.
I am not stripped of... They should have turned...
So the prisoners?
The Reapers delayed... The more attempts... Some fed misinformation to the Reapers. My prime... No, Shepard.
Why?
Because I would risk non-function. I will... But it was.
Alright. There's nothing else for padding at the runtime.
She's in the lounge if you want to check.
Alright.
Shepard! Want a drink?
I can't fast forward this one.
Miranda, I think.
Great.
How are you getting drunk?
Very carefully. Torian brandy, triple filtered, then introduced into the suit through an emergency induction port.
That's a straw, Tally.
Emergency induction port. It's actually getting a little harder to get it into the slot. I think that means it's working. She was so rude. What did Jack call her? Cerberus cheerleader? With her perfect genes and that attitude and still, she got it done. She stopped her father.
Alright.
I didn't realize this would be so hard on you.
I didn't like her. Keela, she was such a bitch. But I respected her. Sometimes that's better than liking. She did whatever it took to stop her father. She never gave in to him, never changed herself to please him. Don't me. You sound like a Vorcha.
Seeing a bit of yourself in Miranda fighting her father?
I spent my life trying to live up to him. Then making up for his mistakes, doing what he'd have wanted.
It's never that easy.
When do we get to stop reacting to our parents and start living for ourselves?
The answer to that one's at the bottom of that glass.
I might need help with the induction straw. Port. You know. I'm having a drink with my boyfriend. My human boyfriend. My father would have hated you.
Here's to him, then.
And to Miranda. Nice job. You genetically perfect Cerberus cheerleader Boschtet. Kila Solai.
All right. Alright, so none of them have anything worth saying. I'm going to save, get my Valiant. Save again. Alright, let's see if Vega has anything.
I can't believe the elusive man really found a way to control the Reapers. I mean, he's still fucking crazy, but damn. Imagine if he was on our side. But I guess that's exactly what the Reapers want. Get us all fighting each other. Divide and conquer.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
Just one more reason to hate them.
Alright. Well, that was a thing. Okay, so don't use the Valiant. Got it. We aren't using the Valiant. Got it. Okay.
I heard about your talk with Liara. You act so angry, but you really care about us.
I need you functional to destroy the Reapers.
You care about Liara. You like her.
You are intoxicated. A foolish risk given Quarian symbiotic physiology.
And you like me too.
This conversation is over.
Looks familiar.
I've been studying this ship. Its crew. There was a Normandy before this one. You died in an attack.
Something like that.
But then you were resurrected to fight the Reapers.
Maybe you and I have a thing or two in common.
But you have something else. The reasons you fight are still alive. The friendships of the people around you. And more. You and the Quarian are joined?
You could say that.
I'm not. Your pheromones are. Is this why you wish to continue living? For their affection?
Yeah, they matter to me. So here, but trying to just hear these two talk. Yeah.
Without that affection, all I have in my life is death. And that's not enough.
Yes.
What about you? I respect your reasons for being here, but I get the feeling there's something more, Javik. What's in here?
It is called the Echo Shard. Passed from soldier to soldier, Prothean to Prothean. Each adds their memories to it.
Like a beacon. How far back does it go?
To a time before the Reapers. It is all that is left of my people.
And you don't want to remember that?
Imagine if everyone you knew was dead. You could not remember their faces, or the color of the sky above your home. The memories were gone. But so was the pain. Would you want to remember that, Commander? Even if it meant watching everyone die again?
Now, you'd think Victor would go yes, because that's the Paragon option. However, this would force him to relive his PTSD that he's successfully forgotten. So, no.
Reopening old wounds, especially big ones, isn't gonna help.
This will allow him to move on.
There were others. Soldiers who served under me, like your crew.
What happened to them?
They are dead. Where I left them.
We have a saying. Let old ghosts rest.
Then there is some wisdom in this cycle.
If you can live by it.
All right.
Breaking now, Alliance Marines uncover the worst Cerberus war crimes to date. Sanctuary, advertised as a safe haven on the planet Horizon, exposed as a secret Cerberus lab. Brainwashing, lethal experiments, and Reaper connections, the exclusive details next in the battle space. Huh. Second Star Broadcasting is headhunting me. I liked their Garvik story, but seriously, I'm on the Normandy.
I'm glad I'm helping your ratings.
Commander. Shepard.
Alright. Nothing there, okay. Let's see here. I can invite Tally for cuddle time. But let's do some oh shit. Planet scanning. Okay. So the Horsehead Nebula, or Hourglass Nebula. Let's go there.
Signal confirmed.
Money, okay. And that's gonna be gas. Let's go to far rare.
I found something.
Anglon. Shadow Broker support team. And we'll get that gas. Get the gas here. Okay, got everything here. Ismar Frontier. It's down to 50%. Well, let's go find out. See what we can grab.
Signal confirmed.
Okay, it's just down to 50. Okay, yep, just get the gas. Okay. Athena Nebula, 90%. Okay. Oh, the fuel station. Okay. There it is. So it's probably just the gas stations, isn't it? Yep. All right. We're going to the Horsehead Nebula, but we're not going to launch the mission. Instead, we're going to Novaria. Novaria is a small, frozen terrestrial world, barely habitable by conventional definitions. It is privately charted by the Novaria Development Corporation, who lease out labs for research too dangerous or controversial to be performed elsewhere. The war has brought significant attention to this otherwise obscure planet. The Novaria Development Corporation has thrown its weight behind Cerberus, citing their popularity as freedom fighters standing up to the Reaper threat. However, intelligence from the planet is far more concerning for the population. Recruitment gangs stalk Port Hanshan. The human-abled body are forcibly conscripted. Scientists from numerous labs work around the clock on dangerous new projects, and aliens disappear with alarming regularity. Colony founded 2163, population 405,200. Capital is Port Hanshan. It has 0.9 Earth years. Day length is 52 hours, and its average surface temperature is a balmy 30 degrees. Alright, let's land. Alright, so we can take a whole bunch of people. We're definitely going to take Garrus. And we're going to take Edie. Okay, I'm not touching that. Confirm.
Commander, the enemy has a strategic advantage in this sector thanks to the fighter squadron facility you're about to attack. We want to seize it, but their air defenses are too strong for a
How do you want me to handle this?
Go in the back, bring down their defenses so we can send in the troops. Good luck, Commander.
I have visual contact. There's a small platform above the main landing pad. I can drop you there, but it's gotta be now.
Let's do it.
Commander, you'll have to find the command center to take down their defenses.
Keep an eye out for the command center.
Multiple contact.
Alright. Okay. And down he goes. Hey, fuck you. Okay, grab that. There we go. Weekly processing report, Sergeant Parker. All on-base personnel have been processed and integration protocols updated successfully. That's not terrifying at all. Fuck you and your grenades.
Looks like we found the control center. Advanced heating unit stabilizers? I guess it's cold enough here.
Alright.
Damn it. This'll take a while.
Commander, you've got enemies inbound and we can't wait. Someone's gotta get those defenses down ASAP.
Edie.
Edie, front and center.
As you command.
Be ready, Commander. You're gonna get swarmed.
You ready, Garrus?
I've been flushed from cover. Retreating to minimum safe distance.
No problem,
Boy.
Get out of there.
We'll wait for your all clear, then relay to the strike force.
Warning. Security breach. Initiating lockdown failsafe.
Outside communications are no longer possible, Shepard.
Just bring down their defenses. We'll worry about that later.
Okay.
Shepard, it appears that
Alright, now we gotta clear the landing pad. Oh, fuck. Fuck you, engineer.
Shepard, we still can't hail the shuttle. Let's move up. Clear the deck and fire a flare to signal Cortez.
Alright.
multiple contacts.
Oh shit, Dragoons. Hey, upgraded this mission.
Ready and flare. Are we clear?
0 hostiles remain.
Fire!
Away.
Cortez here. Trying to break through the interference.
Cortez, I read you. Come in.
There you are, Commander. Had to get through the interference. Area clear. Signaling to strike force. Wait. Scan's picking up something coming your way. Proximity alert. Deploying armed response.
An Atlas. It's terrific.
Give it everything you've got.
I will. Now the deck is clear, Shepard.
Anyone
Oh, that was
wounded?
fun.
Just the usual minor flesh wound.
You'll be fine.
Copy that, Lieutenant.
Coming in to pick you up.
Alright. Good job, everybody.
This was a major victory, Commander. A crippling blow to Cerberus operations in this sector. Now all we have to do is maintain control of the facility.
Cerberus won't make that easy.
And we won't make it easy on them. Thanks to you, we can use their own defenses against them. Tell your team they did good, Commander. You should be proud.
Thank you, sir.
That's all. Hack it out.
All right. With that, we're at 7884. So we've got the Shadow Broker support team. Got the alliance or the debuffs here because of the shore leaf stuff. Advanced Fighter Squadron from Novaria. Get turn, get the debuffs. Industrial Economic Support. Colonial Support. Novaria has been recaptured by the Allied forces once the defense grid was online. Quickly capitulated, and much of the population regret their leader's treachery. Many of the subjects were pressed kingdom of Cerberus, and others were taken to the labs in the icy mountains around Port Hanshan. The survivors are giving support to the Alliance. Alright. Okay, so we're going to head to the Citadel real quick Because we got one last thing to drop off. And then all we'll have left to do is the DLCs and the end game. Let me check something here real quick. Manifest, crew manifest. Okay, so yeah. We got everybody we can. Excuse me. Lion stocks.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground
Let's go to the
transport?
commons. I know we've got something there to drop off.
It'll be there momentarily.
Alright. So, got that dude. Looks like that's it. Okay.
I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. Maybe these heating stabilizer schematics could help?
This is amazing. The colonists, my sister, will be most pleased. Thank you. I am in your debt.
I am seeing a lot more Krogan and Batarians. And there's some Quarians. Huh. Oh, sorry, commandos. Alright, before we head out, while I'm thinking of it, I want to see if there's a Geth around here. There's an L-Core.
Spectre status recognized.
Alright, the holding area. There's probably Quarians around
Now
here.
arriving at docking bay E24. Emergency civilian housing.
Actually, there doesn't seem to be that many.
Come on.
I guess they're not refugees. Okay. Well, any more than normal.
Spectre status recognized. One moment.
Where to Memorial?
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
No. Alright. I guess next will be the embassies. Then we'll do the holding dock, and then finally Purgatory.
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
No Quarians, no Gath. Kind of wish there were more Quarians, and Gath, but oh well.
Spectre status recognized. Please select. One moment, please. Now arriving at docking bay D24.
I'd like to request a transfer to a zone with Reaper, Sergeant. And may I ask why you think your deployment deserves special treatment, Private? I think I'll do better against the Reapers than Cerberus, ma'am. And what combat experience against Reapers are you basing this on? None, ma'am.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please.
Alright, last shot, Purgatory.
Now arriving at ward level, Purgatory.
Anyhow, enough about my armor. Let's find the gang and celebrate while I'm still here. What'd you park?
Oh, there's a Drell. Huh. Okay. Have I talked to these two yet? Apparently not.
Hey, Commander. I was just about to get us another round.
So, looks like you two are having fun.
Yes. Joker has been smiling and laughing at a significantly higher rate since he and I agreed upon a relationship. I mean, he is happier.
Good for you.
It seemed like you two might make a good match.
I was not so certain. When I first presented this body to Jeff, he seemed aloof.
Really? What did Joker say?
He said I didn't have to conform to some feminine ideal in order to impress him. I then called him on his bullshit, and we then proceeded to talk normally. After your encouragement, his attitude exhibited signs of change. He said he was reluctant, but you convinced him to go for it.
Well, I did what I could.
I might have helped a little.
I see. Thank you for your support, Shepard. This is proving to be an illuminating experience.
All right. Well. We're going to go ahead and save here. Because the next thing we're going to do tomorrow is we're doing the Omega DLC. Thank you everyone for joining. I know it's kind of unexpected, but no D&D today, so want to do something. And like I said, we will do Mass Effect 3 tomorrow with the Omega DLC. We probably have 5 more streams minimum of Mass Effect. We got the first one being the Omega DLC. The next one being the Leviathan DLC. Stream number 3 will be the Citadel Mission DLC. It's Citadel DLC Mission. And 4 will be the Party. Citadel DLC is essentially 2 streams. And then the final one will be Priority Cerberus Headquarters / Priority Earth. And then after Victor's Tale is done, we're going to take a bit of a break from Mass Effect for a while. And we're going to go back to Baldur's Gate 3 for a more lore-accurate playthrough with Carolina. It'll be single player. Mods will be a thing. We're going to be doing it on Tactician difficulty. Although I might do it custom just for the camp supplies thing. Have it on Tactician for everything except the camp supplies. But we're going to be using the gun, or the dual hand cannon mod, along with some others. But she'll be the same class, Gloomstalker, multi-classed into Rogue. But we're going to do that after Mass Effect 3 is done. We will eventually come back to Mass Effect, because I want to do an Insanity run with Carolina. But I've got a bunch of other story mods for both Mass Effect 1 and 2, and I've never done a Carolina run for the Expanded Galaxy mod. So I kind of want to do that. I've also got mods finally working for Andromeda. So once Carolina Shepard is done, we'll head back to Andromeda. Anyway, thank you all for joining me. I hope you had fun. And I will see you tomorrow morning with the Omega DLC in Mass Effect 3.